our camera. We don't need this, or this, or this. You don't stream for a while and everything breaks. There we go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. What's up, Jay? It's down. Okay, hang on. Why is this not? There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. So we're gonna finish the Lego shuttle I started many months ago. Bring that down a little bit. I'm not really a professional streamer, as you know. Okay. This hasn't been touched since the fall. We got this. And we got some bags. Wheels. Let me just move this stuff out of the way. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me know if you feel like anything needs to be adjusted. Like I said, this rig hasn't been on for a little while. Okay. Got the book. So we're like halfway through, I think. And the plan is to finish it today. So we'll see how far we get. Really should finish it today because this started as a St. Jude stream, like a milestone stream, and just now finishing it or getting back to it. So, all right, so bag 3. This one. This came with it. Let me know if that microphone's too loud. Feels weird to do what is effectively a St. Jude stream without talking about St. Jude, so, you know, maybe I'll accidentally fundraise. No, I'm just kidding. We're off. Although we're going to start planning here pretty soon. Probably in March sometime, actually. Usually when it begins. Okay, lots of parts. Do here. So the main body of the Rover is done. This feels wrong to me. This is like very floppy. Maybe it will be better once more stuff is built, but I'm not convinced that I did all this correctly. So we may be, if we have to go back into that, that'll be a third stream. I don't have that in me today. And excuse me for the clearing my throat. I don't have a mute switch on this setup. And if you listened to Connected yesterday, you've already heard some of this. Okay, so built a little piece. There. I had to make some room to work so y'all can see it. Okay. those. You can talk about St. Jude. I'm always happy to. They do amazing work. In fact, we'll be down there in March for our son's annual checkup. This. Definitely getting into the part of this build where it's getting tedious. Jay, there's so many people around that I have to. No, everything is out there. I actually don't feel that bad. I feel worse today than I did yesterday, but I sound bad. But no fever or anything. And really not even that much coughing. Like I brought a water because I need it, but most of it just hoarseness. So we have that. Need little. It's a fun little part, like a little U-joint. That. And of those. So what's nice is these modern Lego books have like a little, it's like a little one-to-one. So if you're not sure exactly what length you need, you can put it on the book and it'll tell you, which is really nice. That's one reason I like doing these with books as opposed to the iPad app. Plus, then you're not dealing with an iPad. I'll say, if you are a Relay FM member and you haven't heard Jay's episode of Spotlight, Jay's hanging out in the chat. It's really good. You should go listen. That went up on Thursday, maybe? Thursday or Friday? I don't remember what day things happen. Okay. There. That goes here. This is just. Okay. Yeah, Jay, you've got some echo in there. I did what I could. Spotlight's the only thing I edit that has like other people on it. The only thing I edit regularly now is Ungeniused and Backstage, which is me and Mike. So I just always know how it's gonna sound. But when I was editing MPU back in the day, it was always an adventure when you had guests. So never know what you're gonna get. Okay, so this goes here. So we're building some sort of mechanical piece. This goes here. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. Microphone talk. The SM7B, it requires a ton of gain. It's one of many reasons I actually don't like that microphone. It's actually really hard to drive that with like a reasonable interface. It just requires a lot of juice. Some people use like a cloud lifter, which would go in between your interface and the microphone to bring the gain up. And And some people sound good on SM7B. I don't like the way I sound on one, so I'm kind of biased against it. But the gain thing is also kind of annoying. Really gotta juice it up. I need... Most of the stream is just me looking for things. I guess that's how most Lego builds are, though. So let's go there. Here. Came with a cloud lifter basier than I like. Yeah. I mean, some of that you can fix in EQ, but they can be deep. Here we go. Then one of these black ones goes on the end. Yeah, it can be tricky to find a mic that you sound, like how you sound on it is how you think you sound, if that makes sense. That's one reason I like the Shure 87A. I think is like for most voices. For most people is a pretty good match, and bang for the buck, really hard to beat. Really like the 87A or the 87C. They're just different pickup patterns. I used an 87A for years and years. The only reason I use what I use now is because it was a gift. I wasn't really looking to upgrade. So I need 3 of these. There we go. Jay, what are you using for your wireless video setup? I'm using the Rode Wireless Go, but I know a lot of people like the new DJI wireless pack. Okay, so you're using Rode. Yeah. And you don't really want to use wireless for podcasting anyways. Like, I don't use anything with a battery in it for a long show. Seems like a recipe for disaster. Okay, so now this goes through here. Like a white rod there. If I have to build another, I'm probably gonna have to build another one of these. This is normally how this goes. Build it 4 more times. In fact, I'm gonna make sure. Yep, just one. Oh, I bet this is the camera arm on the front of the Rover. I bet this is where we're going. We will find out soon. Appreciate y'all joining me on a Saturday. I know it's a weird day and a weird time. It's just trying to get this in has been difficult, as you can tell by the fact that it's February. But wanted to fulfill my obligations before we started talking about St. Jude stuff again. Goes here. Yeah, the giant selfie stick. That's basically what it is. That goes in 1 and 3. Then we put this way. Red one here. Means the blue one. Oh, that can't be right. It doesn't line up. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Like that. Okay, so far so good. Well, I need 4 of these. Yeah, let's put those pieces on. I think after this, yeah, Eric, you're right. The Rover is like, it is like the size of like a Volkswagen Beetle or something. Like it's a car size thing. But it is funny. I have the same thing. And then you see a model of it somewhere and you realize like, oh, this thing is humongous. Not to bother Steven about getting static. I mean, yeah, probably. This audio setup is terrible. Oh, you know what? There's one song I have on this playlist that also has like static in it. Maybe we'll try that song. Maybe that'll fix it. But this audio setup is like pretty janky. Let me know if that's any better. Oh, it may also be this. Hang on. The heating and air on this side is also kind of staticky. When it's off, there's like a high-pitched whine, and sometimes that gets picked up. So I just turned that off. Okay. So this is like one of those parts of these builds, like if you get anything off by like one place, then it's a nightmare to walk it back and like figure out what went wrong. I'm taking my time, do it right. From an old record player, yeah, it is, I mean, yeah. This setup's pretty bad. I will look at it for next time. Or at the very least, maybe I can just move this over. It's, I'm using a Rode thing into a DI into a Mix Pre 6. And like the XLR and stuff on this setup is just everywhere. I really need to pull this desk apart and redo it. If I were doing more streaming, I would probably make time for that. But not very much time for streaming right now. Which is kind of a bummer. I mean, I'd like to get back to streaming Mac stuff at some point. Doing more on the YouTube channel in general. It's just in the list of priority as a business, it's hard to justify it a bunch. Which I think hopefully everybody understands. Okay. Where's this piece? This. And one of those. It's gone now, so whatever you did. Okay, yeah, I moved the Stream Deck over from the Mix Pre 6. Maybe there was some interference. Oh, you get to use another one of these. And this goes here. Oh, now we combine them. So now we're up to this monstrosity. When is Lego going to release their Vision Pro app? Yeah, book in space. That would be cool. I will say I'm not sure pass-through is good enough for like up-close detail work. I think you'd end up struggling with that a little bit. I did think about getting it out and trying it, but I didn't. What's up, Todd? You've not started bag 4. Well, go get it. We can do it together on the internet. We're gonna do. Is it hard enough to do object recognition yet? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the silicon is, right? Because like there's an iPhone app and a couple others. Like you can point at like a just a thing of Lego, and it will tell you what you can build out of them. So I'm sure like I'm sure the silicon could do it, you know, whether or not cameras are good enough, or I don't know. It'd be interesting though. And that's kind of what's fun about Vision Pros. We're in such early days of it. Yep, CalDigit TS4 is awesome. I run my whole desk through it, so I have a MacBook Pro that goes into the CalDigit, and everything is downstream of that. I love it. I will tell you, Jay, if you run Ethernet to it, I have had issues. I think Casey Liss has had this issue as well. That sometimes the Ethernet wants to be 100 megabit, like if you take your laptop away and plug it back in. So occasionally I'll notice that and just have to replug the Ethernet cable to get gigabit speed again. And as far as I know, mine is up to date. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Just keep an eye on that. But other than that, it's rock solid. What 3D printer did you get? This goes... Nice. I'm running a Prusa Mark IV, my 3D printer. I've been very happy with it. Yeah, I saw the A1. I mean, there was a lot of hype around that printer. I think the Bamboo stuff in general is great. Definitely concerning that they had to recall every single one of those, but hopefully they get it worked out. So I've got friends like with the Carbon, like the bigger one. I don't know their lineup super well, so forgive me, but I know people have been happy with the Bamboo stuff, so hopefully they get whatever this is sorted out on this new one and can get it back on the market. But I've been really happy with the Mark IV, the Prusa. It's pretty bulletproof so far. And what I know of the company, I don't know much about the company, so if they're terrible people, don't quote me, but it seems like from what I've read and seen of the company, it's like super cool. Like they just want to make stuff for people who are creating stuff, and it's all done kind of in-house by them at Prusa, which is really cool. But a friend of mine has the Prusa Mark III. I know he was really happy with his. He talked me into the 4. There we go. This here. So now all this is one. This goes. So we're taking that drive shaft, I guess, or whatever it is. Running down down the side of this. This goes here. The universal joint, one of these. This comes back down. Oh, okay, I see what we're doing. That, this, 2 of these. How are we today? Yeah, we're pretty good. Having a low, you know, low-key stream today. A little under the weather. It's okay. And so now we're turning all the way down to here. What would you do if you had to set up your machine but you couldn't log into your iCloud account? I don't know, man. I got a lot of stuff in iCloud. Contacts, calendars, you know, obviously Safari stuff. It would be, it'd be tough. I mean, if I couldn't use iCloud, I'd probably use my Gmail account for everything and put my contacts and calendars all there because that all syncs, you know, natively with everything. But it is harder and harder to live without it. So we're under the weather, better or worse than yesterday? I feel like I sound about the same. I feel a little worse, which I don't love. A very busy week next week, but we'll see how it develops. You get to make this whole assembly again? Oh no. Does the new job not let you have iCloud on your machine? It's kind of lame. Silly corporate IT people. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Europeans are strict. to be GDPR compliant and all that stuff. There we go. That piece and this piece. What in the world? So now we can turn here instead of that. So we got that. And this is tedious. Yeah, I mean, obviously being self-employed, you have this luxury, I guess, but my work and personal stuff is so mixed up. Like, I just use one iCloud account for all my contacts, all my calendars. And we have Google Workspace. We have Google Workspace calendars, but it's all mixed up for me. If I ever needed to untangle that, it would be quite a bit of work. Okay, there's that. Ooh. Oh, I see what you mean. We are going to make a second one. Okay, so this is the, I guess, the axles or like the components that the wheels will snap onto. So I'm going to take my Rover. And this is sorry. Trying to work this out. Okay, so this goes in here. These slide down, lock it into place. There we go. So that's where the articulation is going to come from. Get one of these. I just saw it. Oh. So that's what's gonna do the linkage between them. Okay. And while I was doing that, I broke off one of the heat fins. There we go. Okay. So now we just gotta do that again. Okay, we can do this. Here. And there. So has anybody in the chat got a Vision Pro at home or thinking about it? Love to hear your thoughts. I feel like that's all I've done content-wise is thinking about the Vision Pro for a couple of weeks now. But hey, it's not every day you get a new platform, so that's always exciting. Also love to answer any questions about it, if you have any questions. I wrote 6,100 words on it. I don't know what else I have left to say, but I can talk about it if y'all want. Also, Todd, I love how, so people don't know, Todd and I are friends in real life. Todd's in the Memphis area, kind of now. But I love how your photo on YouTube is very clearly a photo booth picture. Like that's just a classic photo booth. Like your face is lit with like the kind of blue-white screen. It's very funny to me. In fact, if you've ever heard this story, when Mike and Jason were here years ago, we went to a baseball game and Mike caught the baseball, but then it like rained really hard and we almost died. Todd was driving, and he kept us alive, much to his credit, because it was straight up monsoon that night. It was absolutely wild. Todd kept us safe in his car. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I assume the price will come down. You know, it did for the Apple Watch a little bit. It did for the phone, before the current era of phones we're in. So it will come down, I think. I don't know. Excuse me one second. I don't know. I don't think there's anything obvious to cut from the current Vision Pro hardware to make it cheaper. I mean, I guess you could say the external screen and the eyesight, right? So if the front was just a solid material, obviously that's less screen and less processing. But I get the sense that Apple thinks it's really important that you can see, and look, it's not great. We've all seen footage of it now. But I think they think that that's a really important part of it, that someone in your room with you knows if you can see them and when you're present with them or not. I will say in practice, at least for me, my use of it, people in my life, it's not an immediately clear thing. That, oh, the eyes are visible, so they're paying attention to me or they can see me. Like maybe that would come with more time when the people around you be more familiar with it. But like I said, I think Apple thinks it's really important. And so lobbing off the front screen, yeah, I'm sure that would save some money, but I just don't know if they're going to do it. I just don't know. And beyond that, like, what do you skimp on? Like, you need all the processing power so people don't get motion sick. You know, I just don't know. It's very strange to me. There's not like an obvious place that I can see, at least. And of course, I'm not a hardware engineer. To really make it more affordable in the next couple of years, even. So I'm very curious to see what the curve will be like on that. You know, I saw something like, oh, it'll be cheaper. You know, Generation 2 will be a lot cheaper. It's like I don't know if it will be. Yeah, and the eyes are not very bright, and Part of that, I believe, is due to the lenticular film they're using above the screen. Obviously cuts brightness. I don't know if they could drive that screen brighter, or they know it's kind of weird looking, so it's dim. I don't really know. Because in the press images are way brighter than it is in person. Like the kind of that hero press image of the woman looking at the camera and you can see her eyes, she has her hair up. They are not that bright in my experience. Yeah, and the use case, right? Like this is definitely, like, if you know where it adds value to your life or to your workflow, it's easier to swallow the cost. And it is, I said this on Connected, it is an iPad level computer. And so if you can get your work done on an iPad, you could theoretically get that same work done on a Vision Pro, but it's not a Mac, and it was never gonna be. I mean, yeah, I don't think you're gonna get a command line on it. I'm fixing up an iPod Nano right now. What are you doing with the iPod Nano? Battery, screen? Let us know. Talk about tedious work. I shouldn't complain about this being tedious. iPods are tiny inside. Okay, now I need this. I've opened an iPod Nano. It's been a long time. The only iPod I've like worked on is this one. So this is a 4th gen that I put a battery in and did the SD card conversion. So this weighs nothing. Like, this iPod is so light. I'm sure it's dead. Battery replacement. So the 4th gen. So yeah, that's a really good iPod. That's the bright colors. After they did the little fat Nano that no one. People say they like the fat Nano, but they don't. Come on. It's not a good iPod. Very surprised. I'm going to work on it. Oh, yes, you're right. 5th gen. I said 4th. Look, I'm on a lot of cold medicine. So, yes, 5th gen. 30 gig. My bad. Yeah, the ATP guys were harsher on it. I say that. It's kind of their vibe, I guess. But Federico also, like, Federico's love is like pushing the boundaries on his everyday computing, right? He's done it for a long time. And he's been an advocate for things like VR for a long time and has a lot more experience with it than almost anybody else sort of in our circles. And so I am not surprised that Federico is jumping in. And I mean, look, I don't think this is an overstatement. Federico has had impact on where the iPad has gone as a platform through his writing and his experiences. And I think he could replicate that again here. I know Apple takes what he says about the iPad. They listen, you know. Apple pays attention to what is said about their products. And I think Federico being excited about it is awesome. Hang on. I didn't goof that up. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I actually have 2 more iPod videos that I want to do. It's just a matter of getting them on the schedule. But yeah, I mean, they did really well, which is interesting too. Like my history of the Shuffle Nano full-size one. All those videos did really well for me. Yeah, I've got two videos. One of them is basically written even. I just need to do it. And then the other, I have everything I need for it. I just need to write it. But hopefully I'll get to those this spring at some point. I just, I need membership stuff to kind of settle down at work. And of course I joined Underscore, and so that's been, has added to my plate. So the videos just keep getting pushed off. But at some point I'll finish that series. iPods are fun to collect. See over my shoulder, this? So that's full of iPods and phones. And then I got some over there on the other side. There's my championship belt from the podcastathon. There, hanging up. That'll make an appearance in September. What is funny is I've been using so right behind me, behind this wall, there's a love seat on the other side of the wall. And that's where I've been using the Vision Pro mostly. And my cardboard cutout of Casey Liss is over there. And it keeps thinking he's a person, so he'll like fade in through the environments. And so I assume that cardboard Casey can see my eyes. Like that's how it works. Like if it sees somebody and it fades them in, you're looking at them, your eyes become visible. So cardboard Casey has seen more of my eyes than anybody else. But it's kind of funny to be just sitting there and then have cardboard Casey like come in through the moon or whatever. That may be my most prized possession. It's a cardboard cutout of Casey. I thought about sending it to him, but then I thought it was way funnier just to have it in the background of so much stuff in the office. Go. I feel like the second one of these is going much faster. Of course, that's right when you make a terrible mistake and have to redo a bunch of stuff. Like right there, actually. Oh, that's awesome, Ethan. Actually, I'm there too. What I want to do eventually is, well, let me show you. I'm wireless, so you can hear me as I walk over here. So I have, from the first Apple History calendar, there was a picture of nanos. So this is all the 4th gen. So this is what you're working on. This is all the 4th gens. Black, silver, pink, purple. I would love to have every color of every iPod at some point, but that's a lot of purchasing on eBay. Also, this is the bowl where old Apple Watches go. So this is a series. Oh, it doesn't have a series number on it. This might be my original Apple Watch. It is my original. This is my original Apple Watch, stainless steel. And then this is my 5th gen titanium Apple Watch. And then my very rare Mac OS watch. There's a video about this on my channel. This was a gift from a professor of mine in college. They gave it to me after college. We stayed in touch. One of the most rare things in my collection right there is that watch. And this bowl is one of 2 bowls that survived my college dorm. I don't know why I bought black bowls, because it was 2004 and I was feeling emo. Only 2 of these survived. And one of them is full of iPods, the other is in the house, and we use it as a cereal bowl to this day. Put that up there. Okay. Yeah, that video is on my channel. I think the name of it's like the original Apple Watch or something. You can find it. It was basically a promotional item when you upgraded to, I forget the details, System 7.5 or something. There were a couple different things you could do, or you could get, and one of them was that watch. And it's noticeable because it's before they called it Mac OS, but the band says Mac OS on it. It was kind of like I don't know if it was just ill-timed or what the story is behind that. But yeah, that video is pretty fun. It's short too, I think, if I remember correctly. But it would be cool to have every color of every iPod. So I have all the colors of the 4th gen Nano. But that's it. I have at least one of every other generation of Nano and all the others. I think all my Nanos are blue. But is the Apple Watch ever going to change shape? I hope so. I mean, it's the design's feeling pretty long in the tooth. You know, maybe it would take cues from the Ultra. I love the Ultra though. Sorry, I was just switching to a face that I could show on stream. There we go. Okay. Wasn't the second hand supposed to look like the Pug Mouse? The second hand, I mean, maybe, but this is years before that. This was just kind of like 90s weird Apple design language. But I see it. I don't not see it, but. And then you can see the band says Mac OS. There's some other promotional Apple Watches out there that I think were mostly internal to the company. This a customer could get if you filled out the thing. But there's one that's got a dog cow. And there's a couple of, at least one more that is kind of in this vein of like weird 90s sort of corporate design stuff. Okay. Need blue in there. Yeah, James Thompson's Easter egg talk is really good. You should definitely go find that. And of course, I've got the whole dog cow page over on 512. But I think one of the most surprising things that's ever happened to me is that page will occasionally get linked somewhere, like The Verge or Gizmodo or Boing, Reddit or Hacker News. Boing Boing, which I was on this week unexpectedly. But at one point, the dog cow link was going around, and one of the people who had been at Apple who helped write some of the documentation on the dog cow actually emailed me some clarifications and some additional background, and I got their permission to put that on the post, which was really cool. I was like checking my email one day. I was like, oh, this is wild. And they were super cool about it. Like, they thought it was neat that this thing that they had, kind of done as a joke was still so much in the lore of Apple. But that Easter egg talk, I'm jealous of how good it is. James really killed it. Yep, already pushed that through. And one of those. We're getting close to the end of this. And then it's just wheels, and then some other stuff. Yeah, we're going an hour. All right, have a choice to make here: purple nano or orange nano. I vote orange, but you're looking at a 4th gen, right? So I've got them. Let's look. Just a casual bowl of iPods. My orange one is actually engraved. I bought these on eBay and didn't know it. So in the calendar, I photoshopped out you gotta go orange. Orange is the best color for anything. But I will say it's a really good purple. On stream, it looks more blue. At least on my display, it looks more blue than purple. But here's the blue and purple side by side with the orange. The orange is crisp. That's a great word for it. All the colors are good though. Put those back over there. Just move my phone. That is a good title. Okay. I need this. Get one of these boys. Yeah, it is bluish purple, for sure. They're all good though. Those were after my time. So when I started at my Apple store, it was Christmas 2006. I started as I've told this before, but I'm old and tell stories over and over. I started as they probably don't do this anymore, they may not, but as a seasonal employee. And you would come in the Apple store, and they had, my store, the Saddle Creek store was store 20. It's R020, and it had the original store layout. So if you've ever seen that video of Steve Jobs like touring the store, my Apple store looked just like that, and still did in 2006 when I showed up. And you'd come in one side of the store and you had iPod Express, because this is like Christmas 2006, right? It's peak iPod in many ways. Excuse me. And we would have all these iPods stacked up in the back, and that was the Christmas of the 2nd generation Nano. So that those were like, they were like, that's the 2nd gen. So the 4th gen was like a better version of it, honestly. Sold a bunch of these. See, here they all are. All in here. But the battery's gone on that one, or something. Look at that. It's swelled up. He's swole. Anyways, I sold a lot of 2nd generation Nanos at Christmas, and ended up staying on as a salesperson, and then was promoted to Mac Genius, or Genius in Training. It was called Grow Your Own, where you took somebody out of the sales floor, the red zone, as they called it, and brought them in to the family room, which was Genius and creative work. And so I was in that program when the iPhone came out, and then I went to Genius Training in Cupertino. Everyone went to Cupertino back in those days, and I was at Infinite Loop for the beer bash for the release of Mac OS X Leopard in the fall of 07, late fall 07, because that was the release. I'm sure, well, maybe you remember that Leopard was shown off at 2 different WWDCs, and they had an announcement of like, oh, we're taking engineering resources to get the phone finished, and Leopard will be delayed, which freaked Mac people out, right? Mac people love worrying about the Mac. It's our favorite hobby. But that was the time zone there. Okay, this. All right, we're getting close now. Uh-oh. Here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm familiar with that subreddit. Anytime someone would come in with a notebook and the trackpad wouldn't click, because this is back in the day of like physical buttons, right? Although I was a genius when the first MacBook Air came out, and we got one in the store, or we got one that it was dead on arrival. They bought it in the store, and I think out of the box it was dead. And so we just, the manager, whoever, just swapped it. And I was off that day, and he let us take it apart so we could, assuming that we were going to have to work on them at some point. And I went in on my day off to take it apart and look at it with the guys, because it was, the first MacBook Air was something. But anyways, so anytime someone would come in with a trackpad that didn't click, it was always a battery that was swelling. You troubleshoot it without looking at it, kind of thing. There we go. Man, we're cooking with gas now. Let's go. And another one of the little pillars. y'all want to see anything else off the shelves, let me know. Got tons of stuff in here. You turn it into a whole technology stream. Yeah, yep, the MacBook Air, the iPod hard drive in it, and it was fine for a hard drive. Mac OS struggled on that disk. You could get a 64 gigabyte, I believe, SSD, but it was like $1,000 or something. When I left the Apple store, I consulted. I was at an Apple authorized service provider, and one of our clients, the owner of the company, had a MacBook Air with the SSD in it, and that helped. I mean, it was definitely better, but the CPU was also, it was underpowered for what it was. It was what they could do at the time. But this guy also had, so the MacBook Air was his, it was his like notebook, right? Like take to meetings, and they traveled a lot, but at home and in the office, and we supported both because he was the owner of the company, and so we did his home stuff too. His company was a client, I should say, so we did his personal stuff too. And he had a Mac Pro with a 30-inch cinema display, and it was just like so wild to like walk into someone's office with a 30-inch display. I mean, this is 2009, 2010. They'd already been out a long time, but it's definitely not something you saw every day. That's for sure. Even consulting, you just didn't see a ton of 30 inches. If you're offering, how many iPod Classics do you keep around? Okay, so behind me on the shelf, there's one of each generation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5th gen, and then a classic. But I also have an example of each generation of U2 iPod. Both colors of the classic. So I got quite a bunch of iPods. Pierre, your tattoo on your right wrist looks like Braille. It is Braille. It's the word undefeated. So it goes around. So I got that after some hard personal stuff that definitely could have been really dark. And I mean, it was hard, but came through it. And that's a reminder that as real and as hard as that sort of stuff can be, that you don't have to let it win. It doesn't have to win, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay. So we're now going to line this. Wait a second. Oh boy, hang on. Okay, I need to stop and think about this. Okay. It's gonna go like that. Did I put this on? Did I build this whole thing backwards? What did I do wrong? Okay, like this. Okay. Whew. I almost had a moment there. Okay. These snap in. And then, it's more about, I'm not saying you're saying this, but it's not just about like being strong. It's about knowing when you need help, and knowing that sometimes things feel impossible, but they don't have to be. Okay. Where do you get your tattoos at? Most of them are from a shop called No Regrets. A friend of mine, Jason, works there, and he did I have a half sleeve on this arm that he did. I did both of these, and some others from other shops. So that's where I've been the last several times. What coffee shop do you want to visit? I'm not a big coffee shop person, but we do have some good ones here. Okay, that's looking suddenly much more like a Mars rover. It's exciting. Okay, we got this. Okay, this, we're gonna build 4 of these. So I'm just gonna build them all as we go. That's actually probably bad. Actually, let's see, let's skip ahead a little bit. Oh, we do need 4 of them. Okay, I'm gonna build all 4 of these as we go. I hope that doesn't bite me. There's French Truck Coffee. There is Otherlands. City Silos, a bunch of them. I do not have Tales of the Space Age. I should get that one. I've got the Lunar Rover. The Saturn V is behind me. Obviously this. I have the International Space Station. It's actually inside of one of my kids' rooms on a bookcase. We need 4 of these. 3, 4. It's nice having someone who's built this before reassuring me this is a good idea. That. 4. Yeah, I've heard the name of the coffee shop. I don't think I've been in there, but the name rings a bell. But I'm not really a coffee drinker anymore, so I'm not the target market. Okay, oh, that's cool. And we should say congratulations to Jay for the new gig. I saw your announcement on Mastodon yesterday. If we ever make it back to the Atlanta Pen Show at some point with the Pen Addict, we can hang out in Atlanta. I don't know. That's in the cards anytime soon. What keyboard are you using? This is the Keychron something. Which one is this? This is the K3. So it's here. And it's just like this box standard Keychron K3. And I just use an Apple one at my desk, my normal desk. I've built a couple of mechanical keyboards. Mike helped me with one during COVID. But I just don't find them very comfortable. I've never really kind of made the jump. Yeah, it's a K2. It is definitely Mike's lane. Mike and I built, I think it's in here. Mike and I built this on stream, and honestly, I don't remember what it is, but maybe I should give it another shot, but it bugged my wrists and hands after a while. And that's been the truth for any sort of long travel keyboard I've used in the past 10 years. I forget, this has yellows. I forget what switches are on these, but they're very low force. This thing is heavy though. I don't remember what it is. Mike will watch this and provide a correction at some point, I'm sure. I also have a drop keyboard, the drop control keyboard. I don't even know why or where this came from, but it's in this drawer. Okay. Yeah, the pin shows, I mean, that's not my world either, but I've gone a bunch to film the Pin Addict guys, and it's a really cool community, and those weekends are always a lot of fun. I hope we get to do those again at some point, because it was just a lot. And the Atlanta one was fun for us because we drive down from Memphis. My brother and I would shoot the video for the Pin Addict Kickstarter. I think we did it like 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I don't even know, but always a very fun weekend. And then when we did the Relay 5 show in San Francisco, we did the San Francisco, I guess it was the San Francisco, or it was a pin show in the Bay Area, was like the next week. And we did the 5th anniversary show, and then did that pin show, which was also fun. It was way bigger than Atlanta though. Atlanta wasn't very big. Oh yeah, the split keyboard makes my brain explode thinking about it. It's just like I got a buddy here who types Dvorak. And it's like I do not understand how you could remap your brain to make that work. Well, these are fun. Look at all these. Go here. Keychron, thank you. I'm glad there's a blog post. Okay, I knew there were not. I thought there were novel key switches, so it's the Silk Reds, and then the 2048 or whatever it was keycap set. I wish I could use it. It like kills my hands after a while. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you know. Yeah, so Atlanta's not, the Atlanta show is not humongous, but it's a good group of people. You just hang out at that hotel bar and restaurant and just hang out. It's kind of fun. Okay. And that hotel the Atlanta Pin Show is in is across the street from a Publix grocery store, which we don't have in Memphis. I think the closest Publix to us is maybe like an hour and a half away. So it's a bit of like the forbidden fruit. Like really Publix is just like a nicer Kroger. But of course they have the deli that a lot of people like. So anytime we'd go, my brother we'd walk over to Publix and, get some groceries for the weekend or whatever, but he'd always end up with a Publix sub, and usually one to take home. All right, yeah, building these in parallel is the way to go. Put those there. We are rapidly running out of pieces, folks. And we got another bag, but this bag's about done. still have a voice, kind of, which is good because I've got shows Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, so they are in Nashville. Okay, so that's the closest thing then. That's the closest Publix to us, I think. And there's some, maybe there's one in Tupelo, Mississippi. I know there's one if you go down 78, like towards Atlanta. There is a Publix somewhere that's relatively close. But we don't have them in Memphis. We have a Trader Joe's now, though. And we got 2 Whole Foods. I remember when the Trader Joe's was announced, people freaked out. I think it's a little overrated, but that's just me. The Trader Joe's is also out in the suburbs, not really close to where I live. Okay. So I need 4 of these. So you got one in Clarksville? Come on, Memphis. Get it together. Okay, so this goes here. So it will turn with it. Okay, I see. This. So these are like the knuckles for the wheels, I guess. Yep, the chicken. Yeah, the deli's so good. We went to the beach for fall break. We try to take a family vacation in October. You know, the kids are off school. For fall break, and then we're done with St. Jude fundraising. We went to the beach this year with a bunch of family, and there was a Publix in the town we were staying in, and it was like, oh, Publix. If my brother were here, he'd be talking our ears off about it. But if you've been to a Kroger, it's nice. It's not like but the food, like the stuff they offer is like a Kroger or maybe a nicer Food Line if those are where you are. There's Food Line where my mom's family is from, or where my mom is from, where her family still is. So it's like Food Lion, Kroger, coming for you. Food Lion, Kroger, Publix. But it's different than Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I'd forgotten they were in Nashville. I actually knew that. I got a brother-in-law in Nashville, and I've been to Publix with him, staying with him for things. Okay, look at that. Now got our steering knuckles on, and it tells us which way to point them. I got them pointed the right way. Hot dang, we're putting wheels on. Okay. Make it sound like Disneyland. It's just a grocery store. Like, it's not. Don't let me overhype it. Okay, well, the wheels look cool. Of course, this has been a problem on the Curiosity Rover. The titanium, I think it's titanium mostly in the wheels. I've had problems with that, but. Okay, so we'll just put these on and see what happens. It really looks like a Rover now. The Kroger's here are closer. I would agree with that. I think Kroger and Food Lion are closer, and then Publix is kind of a step above in terms of niceness. Food Lion and Kroger are pretty similar. We have a Sprouts in Memphis. 2, I think. I think there's one in the city. There's one in the city, and then one out in the suburbs. I think sprouts also may be a little overrated. They're expensive. But the produce is pretty good. Haven't been to a Wegmans. I know they're out there. I feel like I should be a grocery store blogger all of a sudden. Maybe if this technology is a fad, maybe I'll shift gears. Dude, I am hyped about how good this looks with wheels. I'll show you all here in a second. Dude! Look how good that looks. Look at that. That is so cool. And it loads up tension on those arms that we built. There we go. That is sick. It'll turn. That is really cool. And again, oh no, this came out. Oh no. I'm still not sure what this is supposed to do. So you bring this back. Yeah, I have something wrong. Hey Todd, are you still here? Todd, you've built this set. This thing. This piece, okay. Yes, you were still here. Is this actually supposed to, the directions say you're supposed to like be able to use this to turn the wheels, but mine does not seem to do that. And I wonder if I've broken or something is not hooked up in here. So Todd, is yours one just like super floppy? Or like, does it make, oh no, something broke inside. Okay, I gotta take the top off. Okay, this is bad. Okay. Well, we'll zoom out here. Yeah, just to the edge of the static mat is where my zoom is. Okay. So we're gonna take the top off and see what's going on here. Oh look, I have a bowl of iPods here to put the... Like it makes some difference, but definitely not, I feel like what it's supposed to. Yeah, mine works, okay. All right, so I'm gonna see, good grief. This is gonna be unfortunate. Now we're just troubleshooting. Look through the book and see. I'm gonna mark the page that we're on. I'm gonna go back in the book. What's up, Aaron? And we're troubleshooting that my steering is broken. So I'm looking for the directions of where the body panels go on, if I can take them off easily. And it's sitting on a bowl of iPods. Okay, I tell you what, all these pieces that I'm taking off are gonna go here. This is bad. Let's see if I can... Yeah, there's like loose pieces inside. Oh, I can see it from underneath. Let's see. Okay, so if I turn the piece underneath, the wheels move. So I feel like that's where the problem is. Maybe I can do all this from underneath. See you, Jay. This piece came out, so I need to look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna put these back in for now. See y'all. I'll be here. I think. Already 3:45. Let's see. Try to find in the book. Yeah, I'm gonna take a lot of stuff apart, I think. See, I'm like way back here, like in the center. Sides. Trying to, here we go. So it looks like I'm, it was going well, and now it's not going well. It looks like, so in here, I know it's hard to see. That's where my problem is. I think this is not oriented the way, see, look, see how it does affect the wheels. It looks like I have this basically turned, basically 90 degrees from what it's supposed to be. So let's see, if I turn it, so where, sorry, let me fix that for you. So I think I'm on the right track. So if I flip it back over, see, these pieces keep coming out, which seems bad. Okay. Okay, I can do this. I just need 3 hands. Hey, I sent an image of mine underneath the iMessage. Here we go. Todd's coming in clutch. Okay, I see what's wrong. Now it's a matter of, can I fix it without taking it all apart? I think I'm just gonna have to take it apart. Or I think it'll be easier if I take it apart. So let's do this. I'm gonna take the wheels off. So those are man, come on. I almost need a pair of pliers. Okay, that one's off. There we go. Okay, those are off. All right, so we will come back to those. So yeah, this may be 3 streams. If I can get this fixed, then we'll do the last part on a 3rd stream, and I promise it won't be 6 months. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on here. Sorry, I know it's hard to see. I just trying to. This piece came off. Trying to get it back on. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Todd's picture. So the other problem is this piece is to turn this way. Okay. Okay, I see it. I see how it's supposed to be. Okay, I think I got it. So back and forth, then if it's back, it will turn. So let me put these wheels back on. I think that may have been it. Back to my folded page, here we go. Okay, so this is this side. Todd, that picture saved my bacon, I think, man. And then this one. There we go. We're in business now. Okay. So now I just gotta remember how this went. This was back here. I think. Because now I'm building stuff out of order. There we go. This is what helps distribute the weight. So it'll stand up on its own. Okay. So now I can turn the wheels. And this makes it go in circles. Okay, that now works. Where did this come from? Looks like that was here. Okay, these came off, but I don't think they're important. And I don't think I can get to where they were supposed to go. So they were like way in here in the steering structure, but I don't think they actually provide stops for anything. So I'm gonna leave them out and hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. All right, so let's carry forward. Okay, here we go. So I gotta build 4 of these little things. Yeah, Eric is the best in the business. For sure. We did lift off. He was always on our list of sources. So here the Rover has these little markings, and that helps the camera know where everything is. There's one of these, basically the outcropping of all the wheels. Whew, I'm glad I didn't have to take anything more apart. That would have been terrible. So basically that gearing, there's a sandwich of pieces that then the shaft goes through, and the top one was basically like turned 90. So I had to go in there and turn it. And then it all lined up. That's why there was like basically no friction on this, because it was only connected to half of what it was supposed to be. But now we good. Okay. I'm just gonna leave these here in case there's some vital thing later, but hopefully they're not. Okay, so we got these pieces. All right, last bag. All right, we're pushing through now. We're gonna finish this. So much recycling. Okay. This looks like more tedious building. But that's okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Need this one and that's so cool. Okay. Back to just looking for pieces. So I'm gonna need this. Nope. Like I said, it's mostly a stream of me just looking for things. Oh yeah, Eric wrote another book about SpaceX, right? Is that what it's about? I know his first one called Liftoff was about SpaceX and was very good. In fact, we had him on the Liftoff podcast to talk about his book Liftoff. It was a very confusing day in terms of naming. If y'all haven't read Lauren Grush's book, The Six, about the first 6 women, American women in space, it is phenomenal. I read it over Christmas and really enjoyed it. And one of the 6, I forget who now, is actually from Murfreesboro, which is kind of in between here in Memphis, or here in Nashville, excuse me. And she spent time in Memphis. Actually, I think 2 of them spent time in Memphis at some point, but really good. I stopped listening to the audiobook during the stream. Well, I appreciate that. So I think basically what we're building now, obviously we got to build the arm off the front, which I'd imagine what most of this is. And then I don't know, we have some posts here, so maybe there's some more stuff to go on here. This moves this piece, these pieces here. This one, uh-oh. This one also feels, this one kind of feels messed up. So we may have more things to do inside. We'll see. These, then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 of these. 2 of these. 2 of those. This weird looking thing. One of those. These. Okay. Move my iPod bowl over. Very normal sentence to say. This in there. Looking for the receiving end of this. Bueller? Bueller, where are you? I should have noticed what pile this was out of so I could narrow my search. Dang it. I just... Oh, this piece goes on here somewhere. I need to look at this. This goes on the back somewhere. Okay, we'll come back to that. It'd be really great if I could find there we go. Did he like go up in the Apple Vision Pro? Not that I've seen. That doesn't mean there's not one, but I haven't seen. I haven't seen an example yet of an Apple Vision Pro to go up. It would be cool though. It'd be super cool. Okay, now I need 1, 2. 1, 2. We got some clear pieces, that's fun. And 1, 2, okay, so building this little piece. Yeah, that was it. And take one of these things, which is kind of floppy, which is fun. Clear, gray, white. Like a little mount. Just gonna go there. Need 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 red studs. And then 2 little white triangle pieces. And these are like a shoulder joint. Goes in the back. Oh, and this, hang on, I got this going the wrong way. It goes on the inside. There we go. So that's kind of where we are. That I assume will go somewhere. Just like that. Little satellite dish looking thing. Oh, this is cool. I bet this is the like the drill head, the Arger, I don't know how to say it. Arger? I don't know. Whatever that thing is. Where's my... I don't think that's supposed to be black. I think it's supposed to be dark gray. There we go. Goes in here. That. So this gets set aside now, and we get another one of these. One and two. We need those, one of these. Okay, come on, I need one more of these. This is like a hinge. Interesting difficulty kit. Well, I mean, the hardest big kit I've ever built was the Saturn V. It had so much internal structure to make the edges round. It was really pretty tricky. I actually did that on stream too, like years and years ago. The lunar module is pretty straightforward. The International Space Station one was pretty straightforward. This is hard. I mean, this is, all mine are the space ones, right? Like I haven't built like a Porsche, you know, I know they got like a Ferrari now, they got some cars. I haven't really built any of those, but I would say Saturn V and then this. The Saturn V too, there was just so much of it. I think it had like 8 hours in that build. I mean, it was really a lot of time to build that thing. I think my favorite aesthetically though is the lunar module. It's so cool. Is this a Technica set? I don't have the box anymore. Yeah, it is Technic. Model 42158. And I don't remember if the lunar lander was Technic or not. I know the Saturn V was. It was a lot of work. Man, we're making good progress now. I feel like everything after this point really makes it look more and more like the Rover, which is cool. we take this. Goes there. Oh, it's the camera. Look, it's the... So that'll be his little face. That's right, it was Lego Ideas. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Lego Ideas is where people in the community can basically pitch stuff. I think a DeLorean I have was a Lego Ideas set. And there was a second campaign later to make a tower for the Saturn V, and that one didn't happen, or at least hasn't happened yet, which was a bummer. Lander was standard, like I said. See, Eric knows all this, or is Googling, which is also fine. Okay, so look, so this will come up, and that's its. In fact, I bet that's the next step. That is the next step. And then this gets routed. It connects here. Somehow. Comes in front. Oh. And we get a little shoulder joint. A scale shuttle too, as I made it. I've got a shuttle set from the 90s. That's on the other side, but it's about this. It's about this tall. It's bigger than this, and it comes apart like the tank and the SRBs come apart. What music is this? So I have a bunch of music from Epidemic Sound, which has streaming rights to. This particular one is called Solaris by Mark Torch. I just went and found a bunch of like chill music and threw it into iTunes on my PC, and okay. I am psyched about how good that looks. That is so cool. Okay. Okay, this, I'm just gonna skip ahead. Okay, now we're building the arm. Okay. This is exciting. I'm just ignoring the fact that whatever this is supposed to do doesn't seem to work. So we'll just deal with that when we get there. The guides are good. I mean, I royally messed this up earlier, but you know, it's fine. This in here, that, and the shuttle set. Yeah, I bought it on eBay like probably 12 years ago, a really long time ago, and they were cheaper then. But yeah, I'm sure they go for big money now. just do the math into the cost of an Apple Vision Pro, you know. It's like, oh, I could buy 8 of those for Vision Pro or whatever it is. So we can do all math now. I just saw it. There it is. So I just saw it. Need a 3-stud piece. Oh, I see. I skipped a piece. There we go. The directions are great. Harder to do when you're talking. There we go. Oh, I don't think I've seen the Dune model. I'll go look that up when we're done. Okay, we're at a decision point. I tend not to put stickers on sets. I've already done it. This one, I put an American flag here. I put the directions here, so I think I'm gonna do it for this. But just know that normally I don't do stickers on sets. I did on the lunar lander, I did the gold foil because it was incredible looking. And I guess this one's cool. You put in the meatball and the JPL logo. Yeah, the Concorde looks enormous. Mike has one. I don't. I wasn't super interested in it. I mean, my interest in Lego was basically the space models. But, so I was kind of on the fence. It was a lot of money. And then I saw how big it was. I saw a YouTube video, I think, of someone had built it. And I was like, I don't have room for that. Like, it is humongous. But it looks incredible. I can't wait for him to build his. Maybe if you're on Mastodon or in Discord, you know, remind him he's supposed to build it. Gently, be nice, but gently remind him that you want to see that. USA, USA, that's right. I got one of those coming. We're getting close. This is exciting. More of those. This goes here. There we go. Yeah, the lunar, like the way the gold, like the foil matches up, they got to be straight. I did mine. I don't have the steadiest hands, but I used the edge of a pocket knife to do it. I also did it on Ingenuity, which is over here. It's got the same kind of reflective foil. And rest in peace, Ingenuity. What an amazing mission. just did this all sorts of wrong. There we go. Oh, this goes on the back. This isn't the arm. This goes... Okay, I need to figure out where this goes, and then this goes on. Where did this come from? Is it the back? Yeah, this was the bottom on the back, I think. This is when I started disassembling it earlier. I had taken this off so I could see inside better. It's just like the end of the belly pan. There we go. So this goes here. Okay, we finally used this piece, which is the only one of these, so it's caught my attention a bunch. Here. We're close. So that goes there. And the clear piece. Sorry, I know you can't see this. It's just like trim pieces along the back edge. I'll use one of these. These are all like the decorative, kind of decorative pieces. And another little tail light. I don't think that's actually what it is, but it's kind of what it looks like. And the other floppy character here. There it goes. Here. Then It's routed. Okay, so it's around the outside. Over to this piece here. I didn't know if it went through there or not. It goes here. And then more of these markers on the outsides. And here. Again, those are placement placards for the camera. Oops. This is looking so sick. Oh, they go here. Ooh, can I get that out? Seeing if anything ends up where that red one is supposed to be. Yes, so I need to get that out. So I can leave that there. The directions want it here. The question is, can I get it out? Let's see. Yes, I can. Goes there. Okay. Now, moving on. Now we're building the arm and the head and everything. I guess. Because we're almost out of pages. Another little marker. Making progress now. Shut this knife or something bad happens. And another sticker. This is, I guess, supposed to represent all the drill heads that it could choose from. That's kind of what it looks like. And 4 stud. A couple of angle pieces. Man, we are getting close. So this sits here. That. Sorry, I'm just gonna check one thing. And this goes on the front. There. Some lights. And we're just putting all this stuff on the front. And a flat circle gray piece. This is another sticker. Oh boy. I'm gonna take this off and put the sticker on it. Well, that's pretty bad. I kind of messed that up, but that's okay. It goes there. See, I kind of mess it up, but I think it looks good to have it on there. So we'll just roll with it. My stack of pieces is getting smaller and smaller, y'all. How long have we been going? I don't even know. A long time. Coming up on 3 hours. Perfect. This goes here. Okay, like that. And another one of these. This is where the Technic part comes in. All very, what's up? All very tedious. There we go. So this is sort of captured in there a little bit. And it gets another one of these. Okay. We need this. What's the biggest, like I said, I've built? Definitely the Saturn V. Yeah, I think is the same for both. Isn't, what was it? 1,969 pieces. They did it for the year they land on the moon. Just very clever. So this goes on to this piece. Then we rotate it around. Okay. So I need this long piece with a gear on top. Okay, so this moves now. The music stopped. Just restart it. There we go. This goes here. So turning this back here makes this pitch up and down. And then this one pulls it in and out. Or at least it's supposed to. I think I've got some. I think I can see what's wrong. Okay. I see what happened up here. I'm just fixing it. This is supposed to capture the top of this, and it wasn't. So now if I Okay, now it moves in and out. Okay, good. There we go. Now it all does what it's supposed to do. Now we're building the arms. Wow, that's a terrible sticker job. It's there and there. Yeah, Eli, it's coming right along, right? This comes up through the center. Listen to this. It's really cool. And we got this piece. Coming right along. Comes there. How many pieces is this set? Let's see. I don't have the box anymore. It doesn't say on the book. I'm not sure. It's a lot though. Maybe someone can Google it. We've got Mars 2020. So this rotates around and clicks as it goes, which is cool. Goes there, so you can bring it back in if you want to. Okay, 1132. Yeah, that's a lot. Now we're building the tool on the end. So these are just sliding on here. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more on the end. Little gold rod there at the end. There we go. Goes there. Put that back on from earlier. Dude, we're so close. This goes here. I never really did any Lego Mindstorm stuff. It was kind of between the time I was a kid doing Lego and me as an adult doing Lego, if that makes sense. I feel that way. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's how it seems. All right, so we got that piece. Goes there. Black and blue and blue. And silver and silver. Look, that's all the pieces I got left. Yeah, I remember the commercials for for the Mindstorms being cool. I think my kids, they may have a Batmobile or something that is motorized. But it didn't get a lot of... Don't get a lot of play. Almost finished. There's that piece. And that goes there. Goes here. Another little collar. We put that side piece on. Now this, we bring the arm back out. So the arm can come in, and this can rotate around. So we're going to a couple of things left to do here. So we're going to so you can stow all this. So it like rotates around. You can bring the arm in. So that's up and down. That's in and out. So you can basically just position the arm where you want it. That's about it. Again, these came from inside somewhere. This one definitely doesn't turn super well, but this is one of those models that I think you kind of get it where you want it and then leave it there. So I'm gonna bring the arm up. And then have it down. There we go. I'm gonna do it like that. Oh, that's so exciting. That's it. I think it's done. So this lets you adjust the wheels. Bring it to the back and it will basically turn in circles. That is so cool. Awesome. Well, I'm super pleased with this set. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I know this is more exciting things to do on a Saturday afternoon, I guess, but still pretty fun. Something's a little weird up front. I may see if I can push that. It looks like there's a spacer missing right here that maybe I missed at some point, but that's okay. I don't think that would fit in there. Let's see. Well, no, maybe not. I'm just trying to adjust that. No, it wants to go in the back one. Okay, there's just a little bit of a gap there. All right, so thank you all for joining me. This was part of our St. Jude campaign that we ended in October. Now we're officially done with it. But of course, I'm sure we'll be starting up again, planning here very soon. And we will be back in September, raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So if you've taken part of our campaign in the past,